Welcome back, everybody. Kids are heading back to school all around Central Texas this week and next. Sarah Fritsch of Moxie Space is here to help us level up our mornings by using organizing carts. It's maybe not something you've thought of before. Sarah, good morning.
Good morning, Rosie. Good to see you.
It's been just a little minute since I've seen you last, so it's lovely to have you back in the studio. And here we are. Oh my gosh, school's starting.
Where did summer go?
I know, it's wacky, but I want to ask you first and foremost, why a cart?
Oh my gosh, carts honestly are kind of all the rave, I would say, but they're so simple to set up and they're mobile, and you can, create any kind of system, any kind of setup you want. You can use different carts for different kids, and you can kind of slide it in and out. That's, I think, the main thing is it's movable and and you don't have to have this space already in your home. You can create it out of a cart.
That makes sense. Yeah, I see what you're saying. And I love the idea of like maybe color coding for kids, because the one that we have in front of us is a very fun kind of sky baby blue.
Right.
I've actually thought about something like this for like my bathroom for organizing like beauty products, hair dryers, all that stuff.
Yes, you can use them in you can use them for all kinds of things. Bathroom is a great example. An office is a great example. Having a homework station for kids, arts and crafts. We see a lot of arts and craft carts. So we've created a lunch cart.
A lunch cart today. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about how you break down what you put on the cart. I guess we're using the example of lunch. You say designate each tier.
Yeah, exactly. So, always with organizing, we like to make very clear categories or zones, right? So instead of putting some snacks up here and some snacks down here, we want all the snacks on one level so that you know when you need to replace, or when you're going for a snack, you go to the same spot every time.
And I am thinking maybe if the kiddo's not tall enough, but you want them to have access to after school snacks, maybe you just put the snack on a lower tier.
Exactly, yeah. And snacks don't have to be on top. You can do this in whatever order feels best and works for your space and for your family. But we've got snacks all on the top. The second tier we have here is all food storage. So baggies, and I just did an example of you can keep it in the box. You don't have to decant everything, right?
And what you mean by decanting, I'm going to pull it out here, is this lovely, like you put it into like a nice little organizer tray box.
Exactly, yeah, like we decant flour and sugar and that kind of thing. You could do the same thing with baggies to have a uniform feel, or you can keep it in the box as is. We have storage, Tupperware here. These are plastic. We felt like, plastic works a little bit better for kids, and it's lighter and travels easier. And then, of course, on the bottom is where we're keeping all of our lunch boxes and thermoses. If you do, forks and spoons, plasticware, things like that, you can incorporate that or use that on the second tier. But basically, everything you need to create the lunch is here. Yeah. Of course, except for items in the refrigerator, right?
Sure, of course. But especially if a kid's going to help you, pick out maybe their snack, pick out the lunchbox they want to use today. How many times have parents watching today said, "Where's your lunchbox?
Exactly.
Is it in your backpack? Did you forget to bring it home?" If it's got a little space to live, for example, on a cart, it always needs to come back to its home. I think that helps kids, right?
That's exactly right. Yeah. So the more you can set up systems so that your kids can be a part of it, the more independent they will feel, the more empowered they will feel, and ideally, the less questions you have to answer, right?
Because parents get a lot of questions.
Parents
That's
get
right.
nothing but questions all day. Yeah, so at the end of the day, we can get into that rhythm of, okay, you're home, let's unpack your backpack, you know where to put your lunchbox. I think a lot of times we don't put things away not because we don't want to, it's because we don't know where to put it, right? And if you don't have a designated home, that makes that whole process more complicated, or maybe there's nowhere to put it, it's too full, and so it just gets put on the table, and you know how that just compounds into clutter. And so, the idea is to designate a spot.
Well, and I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here, because this is a lovely rolling cart. Yeah. These are lovely, and they fit all together in these trays. I have to ask you where you got it.
Well, of course, we got it from the Container Store.
Okay, we're not necessarily sponsored by the Container Store or anything like that. I just think of parents watching and they're like, I need to run out and go get one of these suckers today.
Exactly, yeah. Okay. The Container Store, Target sells them. You can get them on Amazon. Carts, they're called 3-tiered rolling carts.
Okay, good to know.
Very popular.
And you can also get a little add-on. You've put a little add-on over here. Talk to me about what you've got, because this is so sweet.
It's so sweet, right? Of course, we want to put a sweet note in the lunchbox. So we have a space for pens and paper and notes. You know, you can do stickers, you can anything to just make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more kid friendly. There are lots of accessories that you can purchase for adding onto the cart. You can even do large hanging baskets to put a file folder, right? If you are thinking about maybe utilizing this for a homework station or something different, you can always add on and make it your own and customize it.
Sounds good to me. You have 15 seconds, Sarah. What are you guys most busy with right now?
Unpacking jobs. Everyone is moving, trying to get settled in before the new year.
Okay, all right. This is starting over again, y'all, as we get ready
That's
for the
right.
fall. Live life less cluttered with
Yeah.
Moxie Spaces professional organizing and unpacking services. Consultations are free. Learn more at moxiespace.com.